Let's play super awesome poker. I'm going to spot check the cards. Diamonds, ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, jack, queen, king. Clubs, ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, jack, queen, king. Hearts, ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, jack, queen, king. Spades, ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, jack, queen, king. And we scoop them up. And we begin the shuffling. Now I'm going to shuffle the cards. And I'll probably do a few extra shuffles because of the spot check. Today we're going to play No Limit. Hold'em.
There are 6 players. Is the maniac amongst them? What about the pro? Any newbies? Who's the chip leader? What will happen? Which player is the most skilled? Who has the courage to bluff and fool their opponents? Is aggression the best strategy? Perhaps, perhaps not.
The action will begin here on seat 2. Let's see what he has. 6 of club, 5 of hearts. Is that a good hand? Well, generally speaking, no. However, it is connected. It could form a straight. This player is first to act. He's a tag. What's a tag? Tight and aggressive. He's not going to play that hand. He's going to fold. Let's see what the next player has. Queen and 3. Queen of hearts, 3 of diamond. That player is second to act. That's the pro. Will the pro play that hand? No, he's going to fold. Let's see what this player has. King of diamond, 3 of club. That player has 2 actually players folding to him. His decision might be different than if everybody was in the hand and nobody folded. What should he do? It looks like he's the chip leader. Look at his stacks. All of his stacks are very high. The purple chips are 100. The green chips are 25. The red chips are 5. What will the chip leader do with king 3? He's 1 off the button, aka the cutoff position. Only the button and the blinds are left to act behind him. Would he call fold, or raise? What type of player is he? He might be that maniac player. You never know what he's going to do. A maniac player is extraordinarily unpredictable. You have no idea what they're going to do at any given time with any given hand. I think he's going to call. Calling King 3 offsuit suggests that he could be the maniac player. Let's see what the button does. Ace of club, 4 of spades. What is the significance of that hand? Well, it connects. Ace 2, 3, 4, 5. It could make a straight. It is not suited, unfortunately. If it was suited, that player would have a chance to get the ace high flush, aka the nut flush. Is that player satisfied with the fact that at least it connects and makes a straight? And keep in mind the ace, right? A lot of players really love aces. They don't care what the kicker is. This player is actually going to call. He's on the button. He's thinking about raising.
Should the button raise? Why would the button raise here?
He wants to push out those players with a raise. Will he do it?
Does this player have the courage? Or is he a cowardly lion, destined to miss out on the opportunity for greatness?
I think he's just going to call. He's going to go ahead and call the 200. He wants to see what the blinds will do. He should perhaps either raise or get out though, but that player decides to flat call. Flat call means just call. Let's see what the small blind has. 8, 4 of heart. That's a triple gapper. What's a triple gapper? A triple gapper is this, it connects, but there's 3 gaps in between the connection. So it's 8 and then 7, 6, 5 is the 3 gaps and then the 4. So he would need 7, 6, 5 to connect that. The probability of that is extraordinarily low. This player is going to, however, call because why would he call? He's one of those players that ironically doesn't want to give up the $100 that he has in there. So he's going to put in another 100 in hopes of not losing miraculously. He'd have to have 8s or 4s come up, unless of course he gets the straight, which is extremely unlikely. But some players will do that. Don't be surprised if you see that kind of behavior. They're in the small or big blind, and if the big blind is facing a raise, or if the small blind just has to pay the rest of the blind, they will do so. Because they don't want to give up the fee that they are forced to pay as the blinds. This player is in. The big blind now has the option to raise or just check, meaning he's not going to raise. Let's see what he has. Ace of diamonds, 2 of heart. Not too unsimilar to this player's hand. What should the big blind do? Well, he's not going to raise. He's playing. He already paid his fee. He'll check his option to raise. All the fold cards are taken away. All the chips go in the pot. That's the pot. Here's the burn cards. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4 players. Let's burn and turn the flop. Burn. And we turn. 7, 7, 4. 7 of heart, 7 of spade, 4 of club. The button is here. This player is first to act. Feeling pretty groovy about his playing. Putting his $100 in. Why? Well, he has a heart on the board for one thing. So he has 2 hearts in his hand, 1 on the board. That gives him a backdoor flush draw. 2 more hearts will make a flush. He has the potential to make a straight flush. Because it's 8, 7, he would need a 6 and 5 of heart, and he has the 4 of heart. What else does he have? Well, he has a 4. There's a 4 on the board. So does he have a pair of 4s? Yes. What else does he have? He has the 7s, because these are community cards. Everybody has that pair of 7s. So he has 2 pairs. That's a pretty good hand. However, he's first to act. Somebody else might have a what? A 7, right? He's thinking, well, I think I'll check on my opponents and see what they do. But he's planning on check calling if there's no raise. If there is a raise, he's not sure what he'll do. For now, he's first to act. He'll check. The next player has what? Ace high, basically, with the pair of 7s. He would need a 3 and a 5 to make a straight. If he gets another ace, that would be great, because then he would have aces and 7s. He will check. Next player with the king of diamond and 3 of clubs has basically nothing. Doesn't have anything. King high. That's the maniac player. He might raise. But he's going to check for now. Moving on to the button. The button has what? A pair of 4s. Not too unsimilar to this player here. But of course, they don't know what each other has. But we do, because we're super awesome poker aficionados and players. We get to see everybody's whole cards, so we can learn how to be better, how to win chips and money at poker. The button has had all of the players check to him. Regardless of his hand, he should bet.
Does the player on the button have the courage to bet? Will he break through the fear?
In this case, the button actually has a pair of 4s. He has 7s and 4s with the best kicker possible, an ace. It's a very good hand. He's going to bet. What should he bet?
How much should this player bet?
Let's look at what's in the pot. $800 in the pot.
What percentage of the pot should the bet be?
What is his objective? Does he want his players to call? Does he want his opponents to call him? Does he want his opponents to fold? Which one of those things is the button's objective? He wants them to fold because he doesn't want them to improve their hand anymore. They all checked to him. He's going to make a very large bet so that they'll fold. Should he bet the whole pot? Well, he could. He could bet triple the pot. He's a relatively friendly player. It might be Mr. Friendly. I don't know. He has his head down with the baseball cap on. He's going to go ahead and bet $600, which is 3/4 of the pot, which is a really big bet, right? What will this player do? Well, he decided earlier that he was going to check call. So he's going to call the 600. The button is a little disappointed. He wanted him to fold. The button realizes that he probably should have bet more money to push everybody out. Maybe he should have bet twice the pot instead. Maybe next time he'll do that. Let's see what the next player does. Doesn't really have anything, has ace high. He'll fold. Seat 1 folds. What does king 3 do? Well, that's the maniac player. Look out. He could raise. Will he? We don't know. He's going to go ahead and fold for now. So now we have two players. We are heads up, and they both have a very similar hand, but this player has outkicked his opponent. But they have no idea about that. Only you do. Let's see what the next card is. Burn and turn. Queen of clubs. Excuse me, of spades. This player is first to act this time. He's going to demonstrate the same behavior that he did last time. He's a little concerned about the queen. He's going to check. What should the button do? Well, the button could bet, but he's also a little concerned that maybe his opponent is up to some tricks. So they're going to check. They're going to both check. Let's see what the final card is. We burn and turn. 6. Almost. So close to a straight flush with this player here. He has 8, 7, 6, 4 of heart. If only a 5 of heart was out there, he would have had a straight flush. What does he have? Well, he still has his 4s from earlier. He's going to check. Now the button will bet. Doesn't really matter what he bets because he knows his opponent will fold this time because he's checking too much.
Checking continuously can show weakness.
Why would he be checking? Because he has the lowest possible thing that you can have, that 4. He doesn't have a 7, he wouldn't be checking with trips. If he had a 7, he would have had trips. If he had hit the queen on the turn, he wouldn't have checked. That would have given him the highest 2 pairs, queens and 7s. So this player here knows that this opponent probably has the lowest pair like he does, but he's holding the ace, so he'll bet. Doesn't matter how much, he knows his opponent will fold. So let's say he bets 4, doesn't even matter, 4, 8, 12. This player here would fold, and this player would win with his 7s and 4s, with an ace kicker because the ace is higher than everything else on the board. So that ace would play.